Hello, hello. You say
Hello,
goodbye,
by the
I say
way.
hello. Oh.
We're
We
live.
actually are.
Yeah.
Actually-
You thought
I
I
actually-
wasn't real with my threats? My threats
allowed to
are
say that?
true.
Am I allowed to say that to you for? The Beatles made 2 good songs and 1 tolerable song. The rest of them are garbage.
I don't really
Am
give
I
a
allowed to say
singular
that
fuck.
to you guys? Or are you gonna like shit yourselves because it's the Beatles?
That's a little bit before us, Scott.
But it's the Beatles. Like I get yelled at all the time for not liking the Beatles. I just was curious if you know the origin
Weirdly
of the
enough,
Beatles.
in the UK, some people give a lot of fucks, but most people just don't give a singular fuck.
Oh, good. Because I get shit on here for that. All right. Sorry.
So,
Holly.
when we continue, you've just got on a little shop in a lovely bit in the outer circles of Aradia. This area is quite nice. It's fairly near sort of deliberate forests set aside for logging, for forestry, you know, like, oh, we're keeping watch on the trees, we're taking so much, but we're regrowing so much. It's sort of that area. So it's very easy to get lost between, like, oh, here's a street full of shops, and now I'm in a forest, where did I miss a step? But you don't, because Caitlin actually knows her way around. So, your plan was to sleep, like, go to the edge of the city and sleep rough? Right.
I have to ask, what are they purchasing, guys? Is anybody purchasing anything that's worth note or no?
Food and beds.
No. Yeah, food and bed.
So who bought food?
I bought a few rations.
Yeah,
The people who eat bought food, Scott. The
I
people
was
who
gonna say,
eat bought food.
Caitlin seems nice. So if I see her specifically going to buy food, I'll just like, I've got the extra rations you can have. 10 days. Is that okay?
Thank you. That would be a great help. It would certainly save some money.
Save for later. Bribe our way out of getting in trouble for stealing secrets of my people.
I just laugh slightly at that. My thanks, Sir Forak. They'll be very useful.
Known this guy like 20 minutes. Already accepted dodgy food from him.
It's not dodgy food, it's like...
Caitlin is a trusting person, what can I say?
Alright, so... It's time to move across the city, which you don't have to do any rolls for. You're moving across the city. Nothing bad's going to happen. Oh, wait! No, nothing bad's going to happen. It could
I won't
have.
lie. You got me for a second. I was like, really?
It could have.
Ooh.
But
Pickpocket!
for mostly it's fine. I mean, you walk through the outer circle, but you take a very direct route to the main way out of the city, especially to the east. There's a very big sort of entrance exit. There's a main road that, yeah, you're leaving towards the Dwarven Lands. You take this road. It's kind of a top one. And you go that way, and as you said, unless... it would be when the sun has dipped below the horizon, and either you can see via lanterns, by lamps, like lamp lights, or by firefly, or by your own light source, whatever, is when you realise, Vale, that they weren't joking. They are intending to sleep rough. You walked past the sort of the city lines. That was the last tavern there. In fact, it actually says like the Aradia Trading Tavern here. If you were going to sleep for the night, that would be where you sleep.
I mean, Vale would rather sleep somewhere comfortable, but he did spend quite a lot of time sleeping on the deck or on the just the wooden floor of a pirate ship when he was yet a scrubber boy.
Pirate ship, you say?
No, I said
Spoilers.
ship.
Just a ship, surely.
It was a ship.
Wink.
Isn't that right, my dwarfy friend? Who definitely needs rations.
Is Forak can he wink? Physically?
Does his eye fall out?
Valid. I mean, you haven't seen his other eye yet. You
Oh,
only
that's
see
true.
this grey eye that doesn't really move that much. He turns his head more than anything. He's a bit
Like
like
Batman.
he's Batman.
He
yeah,
seems
yeah.
rather injured. I mean, the way that he hobbles and stuff like that, and he keeps himself rather covered up. He seems like just an injured, probably old dwarf. You don't know much about dwarven aging, I imagine, but he's an injured dwarf. Just trying to get by, guys.
Trying to get by.
Caitlin will be hovering around him, keeping an eye on him, making sure he's okay, because she just thinks she does just think he's an injured dwarf.
He does drink a lot from his flask. So, you know, he's sitting there and it's like, yeah. There is real scotch in this, of course.
I thought it was whole milk.
That was an hour and a half ago. You go from whole milk to scotch. Do not pass go. So yeah, he sits there drinking from the flask. I don't know if anybody ever seems interested in it or anything like that. If everybody's just kind of like, I'm good. I've got my water skin.
Yeah, it's like everyone would be drinking, and that probably wouldn't raise an eyebrow, I think.
We're all alcoholics.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing to see a traveller, drinking from a flask, So you go past sort of the city limits. I mean, this trading tavern is like a tavern and a stables, and it's on the very, very, very edge of the city. You really, you're just forest from here on out. And it is forest. It's called the Great Emerald Expanse. This area isn't so much what they usually call it. It's a little south is what they call it, but it's basically just beautiful forest. And you're on this beautiful road. It's cobblestone with delicately aged, so it's lined with moss and vines and things, but again in sort of wood elvish way, where it's like, yeah, this is deliberate. For a high elf or a sun elf like Vale, it's like, why is everything overgrown? But it's practical. It's very well maintained road. You actually see some areas where stuff has been remade recently, and every couple of minutes of walking there would be these arches that are usually wood. Occasionally they'd say, oh, if you turn down this way, you'd go to this village. If you go this way, you turn to this village. That sort of thing. How long do you want to travel into the night before you camp?
My character doesn't seem... He just plugs along at the same... It's probably a bit slower of a speed than you guys are happy with, because he kind of like makes his way along, because we don't have mounts or anything, so he's hobbling along. But he doesn't slow down, he doesn't complain, he doesn't stop. I imagine, because even with longer travels, there are points in time where people stop to like, okay, kick off the shoes for a second, eat some lunch, whatever the case may be. When that happens, it's literally one of those, like, you have to be like, four, and like, he does not slow down, does not stop, does not complain. Unless you stop, in which case, follow suit.
As the sun, like, depending on how late we keep walking, I sort of like sing along how like low the sun in the sky is. It's getting night. It's more night now. It's more night now. Like sort of like a hint, like, can we stop now, please?
Oh.
I would, yeah.
The hints completely go like fall on deaf ears. Don't get the hints, but I'm just like, your voice, good voice, kind of fairy, but good voice.
Yeah, Caitlin wouldn't really notice for hints, and she would still be walking on. She's used to walking long distances and such like, so she looks like she's just going to carry on. I mean, I imagine like when it begins, at some point she would just like stop and say, "It's not going to be long before it's completely dark out. Maybe we should find somewhere to camp." And like, there's no difference in her attitude.
She says that. I reach into my backpack and pull out a torch. It's obviously not lit, but I pull out a torch and I'll hand it to her and be like, "You have torch."
Ah, yes, thank you, Sephora. I get out the tinderbox and light it. Are you continuing? I did say we should camp now, Sephorak.
What? We stop. Is the
yes.
elf feet hurt?
I can walk all night.
But...
I strum a chord and go, I can.
Consider poor Sir Gilwyn. He looks to be getting a bit tired. I think we should probably stop for the night, everyone. And yes, that includes you, Sephorak.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps we should stop for Gilwyn, though. I can walk all night. He says,
I'll
"It's
take the
pointless."
blame.
Yes,
As
of
long as I
course,
get to
of
sleep.
course you can, Surveil. Of course you can. So I'm nodding at him.
He walks past him, cussing in Dwarven again, like a. And as he does so, once again, to the person that can understand Dwarven, it's very much a stupid fairy folk and always needing to slow everything down.
Yeah.
Letting others take the blame for them.
Caitlin would wince again at that.
He doesn't like swearing. How are you going to camp? Are you going to camp by the side of the road? I mean, it's a fairly safe road. Are you going to go a little bit further into the forest? It's a fairly safe forest. What are you going to do?
I plop right where they said, "Let's stop now." Like I walked off to the side and just went,
Bop, like on a rock or something.
yeah.
Bop.
Well,
I
that-
A little bit of dust comes off.
I look at Caitlin and said, I heard earlier that you like to gaze upon the stars as you sleep, Caitlin. Would you like to do that?
Oh yes, that would be very pleasant. I think it would help me get to sleep. To be honest, take me back to my childhood.
I like stars. I like stars. Let's do that.
She gives him a smile and sort of probably walking alongside him to the edge of the road, like not really.
I look at the elf and I say, as they two walk off, I look at the elf and I say in Dwarven, "Don't get any ideas."
Vale's just gonna sigh and then like plump himself down like a meter away from is Vorak?
Forak, yeah.
Forak with an F, yeah.
Vorak. He's gonna just plump himself down like a meter away from Vorak and just sigh.
Yes, I'd be depressed if I had your life too.
Whoa!
Actually, yes, I have missed a drink since they put me in. He'll reach over and
He actually reaches into his cloak and he pulls out another flask and he's like, "Drink. It'll put hair on your chest."
Vale's like, yeah, all right.
And he offers up the flask to him. I actually was holding it like, "Are you gonna take it from me?" No. Come on,
No.
camera. No.
Thorak's becoming more and more Russian as they get. It put hairs on your chest.
Yeah. I had to
Yes,
find my voice because I came up with like 2.5 weeks ago, and then we didn't play forever. And I'm like, I want to be playing more. So I'm sorry. I gave you the alcohol. It is I'm sure in real life you've had liquor, and there are different grades of liquor. This is a type of whiskey. There are different grades of liquor. This is shit. This is garbage. This is like, oh, it's Dwarven. It's good. No. This is the stuff that you're going to have nightmares about in 4 days. You know.
I mean, Vale has a hidden strength of he has drank plenty of shit rum.
Oh, good.
Because that's what you get when you don't get water on the seas. Plenty of shit alcohol, watered down. But
It's not watered down.
It's
It's
not
strong.
whiskey.
It's not filtered. So it's probably more of the other two wrong types of alcohol than the ethyl alcohol. So you're just like, yeah, it's not good.
yeah, Vale's gonna like. It is Dwarven, yes. and then like hand it back with like a finger and thumb. Yeah, don't need any more of that.
I don't blame you. It's shit, but you know, better than elven fruit drink.
You mean the wine?
Yes.
I would like some wine.
No surprise. And with that, he pretty much just kind of like turns away from you a bit. like he left the room. and you actually would see he starts doing this like strange thing where he's turned away from you, but he's kind of like doing something underneath like his cloak. And it's kind of hard to tell.
There's just a lot of shuffling under there, isn't there?
It's in the higher region, but he's like working on something pretty intently underneath his cloak. So, yeah. All he told me I had to. All he told me I had to.
You do, yeah.
He's not entirely sure what's going on there. So he's gonna go off and he's gonna go start snapping branches and just fiddling about. And he's making a nice bit for his bedroll to go down. It's nice and orderly. All the branches laid out in the right way. It's none of this wood elfin like climbing a tree. You know, he's using nature to make his world better. So he sets out nicely and he sets his bedroll down. And then he sits down. And he stares a bit at the dwarf, and he thinks, "Am I gonna die tonight? What is he doing?" And then he just decides it's jail or death.
So, Caitlin and Gilwyn, what are you two doing? You went off a little way into the trees, you two together. I imagine. I don't know whether you necessarily intended to go off on your own, but after a little bit, you noticed that the dwarf and the elf did not follow you. You're not too far away. You can actually hear them having this conversation. It's a very still night.
We had our own romantic moment.
And then you can hear a snapping of twigs and the occasional.
Is it actually dark enough to see the stars yet?
Oh, absolutely.
Then Caitlin will be like earnestly pointing out what stars she can remember and such like to Gilwyn, and just sort of chatting away happily when she realizes, oh wait, we've become separated. But maybe we should go back and find a suitable place to lay these bedrolls.
Yeah, we shouldn't split up too much.
But first, would you mind accompanying me while I have a look around the area just for some herbs and such like? I've mentioned my family earlier. I'm from a family of apothecaries, so it would be useful as while we're in the forest to see if I can find anything for useful potions and the like.
My lady Caitlin, it would be my pleasure.
And she would blush slightly at that and just smile and nod and start foraging around looking for herbs and such like.
Okay,
So,
both
What
of
are you foraging in? Just out of interest, Gilwyn and you are foraging around in, say, maybe the bushes? The bush?
yes, exactly.
Is that a carrot? Oh, I found the peach.
Okay, so
Yes, Ollie.
Too lewd.
both of you give me. Gilwyn, are you actually going to help with the foraging, or are you just kind of be there, maybe play a song?
I'm like sort of behind Caitlin going, "Oh, what's that one? Oh, what is that one?"
You're not
Oh,
helping.
spiky."
Is the
No.
okay? Caitlin, give me a survival roll, and Gilwyn, why don't you give me a little bit of a perception roll? Caitlin, you can do a perception roll with disadvantage.
You notice the dwarven grunting has got.
Yeah, like you can you as you wander off more and more. You want to give me some perception? You actually find wild strawberries, like a lot of them, like a large, like you could fill like a more than you could eat reasonably, all of you, with these wild strawberries. You don't find anything necessarily useful. You're too close to civilization to find something magical because someone else will have already got it. But that's just the way it is. But while you're picking, and Gilwyn apparently was too busy eating the strawberries, and gets like a big one and like juice, because it's nice. You hear sniffing. You hear. You hear like a sniffing and conversation, and then like a smacking and like a more hushed conversation, and then you sort of drains out.
Yeah, I would sort of pause and sort of put my arm in front of Gilwyn and whisper as quiet as I can. I just heard something. I don't think we're alone.
Gilwyn,
Back up
perception
to
check.
the other two.
Sorry? Ollie?
Perception check, Gilwyn. See if you find this shit too.
I can only imagine Gilwyn's like, he's just busy eating this
Don't hear
strawberry. And then he feels a hand on him and he like looks up and smiles and then he realizes,
My
He's like
first
combat
instinct
ready.
was that it was Thorak pecking up and eating something. but then I try and perceive what it could be. And I got an 11.
You don't hear anything. You can hear there's something else out here. You're not alone, but it's a forest. There's animals out here. You're being enough of a presence that, sure, something could find you. But what Caitlin hears, and quieter now, but can still hear it, is very much like pseudo-intelligent creatures not speaking the common tongue, following their nose. They're sniffing and then they're talking about it, and they're getting closer. And actually, they're not really going towards you. They're going back to where Thorak was.
I
knew
would-
it's before, right? There's some
I-
musky smell coming from it.
I mean, you don't necessarily notice, but if you had stronger senses of smell, he don't smell great. Let's be honest.
I do actually make a point not to sniff dwarves.
I mean, I don't smell as bad as an elf, but you know, like,
Yeah, it's a matter of
it's
like to
probably, like,
Thorak, you smell pretty good.
perfumes. Like you know, like when you're at the mall and like that lady walks
Oh,
past
yeah.
you, and like that smell still lingers for the next fucking 10 minutes. Yeah, no, they ain't no dwarf.
I would immediately sort of, upon realizing the direction they're going, I'd be like, Gil, I think they're going after Thorak and Vale. We should get back as soon as possible.
Oh, thank God they're not coming after us. Yeah.
I would lead off assuming he's going to follow me. Don't know whether he will or not, but Caitlin is going to assume
Yep.
he's going to follow me.
Are you in a slight rush?
I would be a little bit pad. I would probably rush a little bit, yes.
Okay, good. Just good to know. These two, the two humans, come back a little flustered, and Gilwyn has a bit of a pink juice coming from his mouth.
I would probably still have like the strawberries with me, and I'd sort of like as an afterthought offer them to the other two.
You probably have them like in your like tabard.
Yeah, I'd
and
probably
you're
have
like-
them in my tablet and sort of like offer them to the other two, and then be like, I heard something while we're out there. Something coming this way. Have you two seen anything?
Huh? What?
That's his response. No.
What?
I haven't seen anything other than what he is doing. Not entirely sure.
Keep your eyes to yourself, elf.
I let out a sigh of relief and sort of flop down and sort of continue offering the strawberries out and eating the equation. Well, that's good then. As long as maybe it was just my imagination, but we should be on alert. There's probably things in the forest at the very least.
When you say that, there's probably things in the forest at the very least. I'm gonna cast Firebolt and just like hurl it at a nearby tree. It's like
You do that.
I imagine. Do I cast it saying what language do I speak? Like my incantation. I imagine because I speak Common and Dwarven. Those are my two languages.
Yeah.
So I imagine I cast it saying it in what was it saying? In Dwarven. There's like the word for like fire ignite in Dwarven.
Yeah. Very simple, sort of runic power words.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do so. It's like, considering none of you have had lights, like you had a torch. Oh no, you didn't light the torch. Do you still have that lit, or did you sort of snuff that out to look at the stars?
I would have probably. I don't know if Thorak or Vale would have taken it back, but I would have probably tried to hand it off to one of them, and if neither of them wanted it, I would have snuffed it out.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
a
we have
bright
dark vision.
flash of light. Yeah, they have dark vision, but even then, it's a bright flash of light and fire, and it hits the tree, and it's not so strong that it burns, like sets the tree on fire, but it's like burns for a little bit before fizzling out.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see anything?
Yes,
Ankle.
and everyone feel free to, but for one of
Yeah,
this time because he
sure.
knew what he was doing.
So what, is it still a normal roll for us, though, even though
Yeah,
it's-
it'll just be easier for him, but not that easy.
Oh, boom.
Caitlin, you knew what direction they were coming from. You in fact can see. You actually see with the flash of the light. You see the fireball reflected in beady, dark eyes. The eyes of a creature you know. The eyes of goblins, forest goblins, and you can see in that moment as like your eyes readjust to the dark. It's like face.
Like the flash of a bright camera.
Yeah.
Like,
I would. Upon seeing that, I would immediately jump up and sort of pull my shield off my back and my warhammer out of me. Everyone to arms, goblins!
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative, my friends.
Ooh.
Initiative. Oy, don't forget to click your mini first. Bam! I rolled, really fucking well. Look at my modifier. Check out that
That's
beautiful
good.
modifier.
Considering, yeah, that's good. I'll take that.
Holy! Oh, wow.
Yo, natty 20! What? Is that the
You're
elf?
fast.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
fast.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Kudos to you, buddy.
You two
Considering
are
I do
actually
this
back at
every
the
damn
community.
week, why can I suddenly not find the initiative button?
It's the pressure. It's getting to you.
Yeah, evidently.
I mean, I can give you a reason if you'd like. You just might not like it.
Yeah, give me a reason. Go on.
It's because you're a woman.
Ah!
No, seriously.
Drama.
Can someone remind me where the
Top center,
Where it
top
says
center.
where it says the plus to your initiative, click the little initiative text.
Oh, the actual text. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I should probably be rolling initiative, shouldn't I? I'm doing like 70 things at once.
Yeah,
This is my first time.
It's
Don't
fine.
look
There's
at
not
me.
much point rolling initiative for those guys.
They might just get
Big talk. Big
they,
talk.
they might just get eaten shit. That's how speak, right?
I don't even know what you're saying right now. You make 0 sense to me.
Yes.
Pretty good rolls.
Yeah, they
What are you
work.
using the 2 bars for on my token?
Red is health, blue is armor class.
Gotcha. Then I know what the other one to be. Thank you. Appreciated.
Where's my initiative track here? Yeah, what a surprise. Goblins are slow.
Ooh, that's fancy.
And Vale, you actually do see this, which is why she's like to arms, but you were looking where Caitlin was looking, and you just saw the briefly enough to be like, oh, goblins? And like you've dealt with goblins occasionally, like in the sea.
I
but,
mean,
you
there
know.
was actually once a very infamous goblet pirate ship. It was infamous because it never successfully raided another ship. But that was how its infamy was grown.
Exactly.
Did you deleted me off of the initiative order?
Oh, it might have been because I hadn't moved the thing yet. But no, you're on
I
mine.
I can take care of it. I can fix it. I'm just making sure that you know that you're mean to me.
All right.
I
Well,
think I was the only person who
I
made
did
it onto the
delete you as
initiative.
well.
For the record, I'm tied with Caitlin. Caitlin, my dexterity's 7, so I imagine you take the lead.
Yeah, my dex is like 15, so.
alrighty.
Yeah.
Vale, it's your turn. 2 arms.
So, you know how I got a whole nat 20 on my initiative? I can't see these little fellas.
They are this buttons. They are this way.
Yeah, I can actually see it. I'm pinging directly on it, and you should be able to see that.
Yeah.
the
You can,
very,
that's
very-
the guy
yeah,
you can
yeah,
see,
very
just like,
edge of my dark
like
vision. Yeah.
spooked.
It's because I'm a couple of
Incredibly
feet behind
spooked.
you.
Yep. So that should be the very brim of your sight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can. Yeah. I wouldn't have noticed it without the pointer.
Yep. You're welcome.
Oh god,
Right.
I think my roll 20 has crashed. Just so you are aware.
That happens all the time. Just refresh. You're probably going to have to do it 2 to 3 times a combat. Just assume that's going to be the case.
So I'm going to draw my longbow, string it,
Sure.
twink. My backpack's already down because I'm set for.
Yeah,
sleep.
that's entirely reasonable. You guys could have had your stuff down.
I
so
thought
that's
Caitlin
fine.
was first.
No, on my. Oh. Yeah, I noticed. You guys aren't on. Don't worry. I have the full turn order. Something balked.
I have an initiative of
He's
20.
he's
Oh,
25. He's above
yeah.
you.
Why aren't you on
Yeah,
mine either?
you two aren't on.
Yeah,
there
I
for
was
mine.
on it, but I just got killed.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter
I can
anyway.
see it. I can tell you what turns it is. Don't worry about it.
Ollie, they're in the distance of
Weird.
my vision. Do I have any form of disadvantage?
I'm fairly sure at that point it counts as them having just ridiculously high armor class.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm?
When they're at the very edge of your vision.
It's within 60 feet, so it's within normal vision.
Yeah, yeah.
If it was one step
It's just
beyond,
because it's dark. It's the.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can move as well, so I may as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's much clearer when you get closer.
Yeah.
Let's go
It's
5.
like magic.
And then I'll go ahead and take a shot with the longbow, which is right first weapon attack. Let's have a
Yes, important roll. That
15 to
is
hit.
a
Nice.
hit. Barely a hit, like you hit him in the shoulder as he was going to dodge out of the way, seeing you rush up. You do hit.
Now I can just click the text alone.
You should be able to click the text on the bottom and it should kill him.
9
yeah,
damage.
you hit him in the shoulder with such force. The arrow isn't what kills him. It's like the fall as he's thrown back. You hear skull hitting rock, and then
nice.
not much.
Right. That's my turn.
Great.
Just need to tick down my arrows.
Gilwyn. Combat starts around you. I don't know how comfortable you are with combat, of course.
I've just got a question about my vision. Is that emulating me not being able to see anything?
You can't see in the dark.
Is that why I
you
can't
can
read
see
it?
the tiniest bit,
Oh,
but you two can't see in the dark. Chat can see the best of everyone's worlds, so because Vale and Thorak can see in the dark, you can see. You can't see perfectly. Dark vision isn't as good as real vision, but yeah, you guys, you can't see.
There's a torch on the ground nearby.
Yeah, you can light that torch.
But it's put out, snuffed out.
I mean, reignite.
Yeah.
Okay then. Since I can't really do much, I guess I'll go ahead and grab that torch and reignite. I assume that's an action.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take my jumper off. 1 second.
Ooh.
You light it up, Dean?
Yeah, if I can.
Fuck yeah.
Un momento.
Are torches 30-15?
I thought they were 40-20, but they might not be. I'm doing 40-20
40-20
right
is definitely the campfires. It might be torches too.
We'll do it for now.
Actually, no, I think it is 40-20. I think you're right. I think campfires and torches are the same in this edition. Yeah.
That's better.
Radiant.
That's
Like you
beautiful.
light it and you're like, huh, and you light it just really in enough time to be able to see the goblin falling into the underbrush, into the leaves and the bushes and things.
So they're to the right of where we are.
Yes.
On the map.
Right, slightly above.
Okay. In that case, I will try and move behind Thorak as small as he is.
You can move through people if they're willing. That's fine.
Okay.
How willing Thorak is another question.
Oh, I'm willing to share a square with you, Dean Cuddy.
Dean, for the record, this torch is going to be controlled by you.
Okay.
So you just
You
need to
have
move it
the
like that
power.
stuff. You have the power of light.
With great
Uh-oh.
power,
Comes.
a torch.
With great power
Oh.
comes. That's
think
what I
that's-
need to say.
That's
Yeah,
going to be my
it's too
turn, I
much.
think.
All right, Caitlin, you're the one who saw this, and it's almost it's as you draw whichever weapon you want to draw. Irvale, with elven speed that you can only dream of, has already killed that goblin. Of course, you can hear more.
Probably did. Okay. Oh, God. I don't really want to light another torch. I will just. All of my pack is off and such like, so I wouldn't be burdened at this point. So
You just have the
1,
weapons at your side.
2,
That's fine by me.
3,
I'm a nice
4.
DM.
5. I would, because I can't see any further, I would position myself here, and because that's the direction they would come from, and just end my turn there. I would like bang my shield, and sort of like to try to trap their attention. And probably
Feel
yell
free
some
to
generic
make an
things.
intimidation roll to try and attract attention. I'm down for that. I mean, that's pretty good. That's good enough to strike some goblins. Thorak, Caitlin runs forward and bangs her shield.
Yep.
What do you do?
So, when he hurled that fireball, he still did it from sitting on the stone because he's old and grizzled and whatnot. So he slowly kind of pushes himself up off of that stone, and that's a huge height difference for him. He slowly pushes himself up off the stone he was sitting on, and as he does so, he kind of is still leaning down on the stone. He's standing there, and who's standing next to him? What's that? Gilwyn is standing next to him.
Gilwyn
All of a
actually
sudden,
actively ran behind you just now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Gilwyn hears him chanting something in Dwarven. So he's not just saying it in Dwarven, he's chanting something in Dwarven. So he's like, and after a while, like you see, like his hand starts to crush the stone that he was just sitting on. And as he crushes it, he forces his fist down into the stone itself. And the stone starts to like collapse up his arm and like work its way up his arm. And you can see him moving like rigid motions, like, and all of a sudden he throws back his hood and takes the cloak off. And you see him standing there fully in, like I said, his newer traveling clothes. but part of his face has been replaced by chunks of stone. Huge parts of his head and whatnot, all the way up his arm, huge bits of him are just completely replaced by stone. And after he like finishes doing that and throwing the cloak off, so you can see like these like 25% of him is comprised of the stone material that he just pulled out of the ground. Then he reaches back into his pack and pulls out a shield. And sadly, that's pretty much his entire turn because I can't draw another item. But he does that, and he does look back at you, Gilwyn, how you obviously went behind him, and he'll give you like a bit of a wry smile, like, and he'll hold the shield out in front of both of you.
Nice.
I sort of just say, that is fucking mental.
Suddenly 2 hands on the torch.
Yeah.
All right. None of you understand Goblin, right?
No.
No, I had to waste my language on Dwarven.
You hear a voice, and you don't need to understand Goblin. Be like, no, don't do that. Like and you're run. Louder ordering. Yeah, it's a bit of a Briark kind of thing. But you know, someone starts to launch forward. Well, this hobgoblin woman, wearing, you know, fairly standard armor and a longsword and shield, rushes up from the shadows and now does the war cry. And then you hear echoing behind the goblins with their war cry. And then they start rushing. In fact, one of them doesn't rush. One of them, you hear a twang. And you're like, oh, did Vale shoot another arrow? Did he shoot another bow? No, you were being arrowed.
I'm being arrowed.
Caitlin, you get hit. This is like, you're like, you're probably surprised to see a hobgoblin. You've dealt with goblins before, but not hobgoblins. And hobgoblins are big and scary. She's scary. She's a person rushed out of you through the darkness, literally. But you're probably, in that moment of shock, an arrow hits you in sort of the chest area. And yeah, you're armored there. Through whatever fluke, through whatever, pierces the chainmail. You feel it go in. You probably wince and double over slightly as that arrow deals 8 damage to you.
Oh my god!
Pretty sure Ollie just pointed at the aorta. Yeah, it kind of goes in here, like just above the heart.
Just
you
in
know
the heart.
Main artery you have? Just goes through it. Don't worry about it.
No matter what my AC is, it doesn't matter. I will get. No matter what the enemy is, I will get hit.
It is the curse of Arvine.
It is the curse of Arvine.
And you can hear more gobos moving. One yelling and running up with a little sword, and the other one, the one with the bow, is cheering like yeah, and it actually is like suck you, bow, like in a very poorly understood insult. And you hear another one behind, sort of skulking around too.
Oh man, this is weird. Like, I'm always the DM, and then in this past year, it's been this weird situation where I find myself on the other side of the table, which is fucking weird. But that's okay, because every DM I've had up until this moment has rolled their dice in the open. This is like an experience where, like, I have to deal with that. Like, dice are hidden. I'm like, I know what's happening. I know exactly what's going on. And you don't even show the damage anymore, do you?
No.
Your damage are all hit. Oh, you bastard! I know.
Vale!
I'm afraid of all my PCs always.
You shoot one of them, and more spring up. This is how goblins are. You kill one, more spring up.
I didn't notice. They're like a gobbo hydra. I'm gonna go ahead, take a couple of steps this way, so I'm not gonna shoot Caitlin. Fingers crossed. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this goblin above the hobgoblin.
Sure.
what are your rules on shooting into melee? Because I don't think that's a thing in 5e standard. Do you have an alternate rule about that?
No, that's fine. But if you get a 1, that person is probably going to get shot.
Because of critical failures.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Ignore that.
It's a 9.
Whoops. With
Alright.
9, that arrow.
Someone cast Vicious Mockery on me. Don't know what happened on that attack.
Gillen's like, over there! And you're like, what? And it just distracts you. You're not used to fighting with someone whimpering.
That's meta roleplay right there.
And yeah, you sail and miss. And again, the goblins laugh. Gilwin.
Strangely enough, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery
Oh, really, sir?
at the hobgoblin that I think I can just see.
You can see the hobgoblin right next to Caitlin.
Next to Caitlin, yeah.
Yep, sure.
I'm going to say, this guy right in front of me is a fuck ugly dwarf who's made slightly of stone, and I'd still have sex with him before you.
Fucking. Alright, wisdom save on their behalf. They completely fail. They take the damage. What else does Vicious Mockery do? Is it just the damage?
I think there's a disadvantage on there somewhere as well, isn't there? Yeah, disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Yeah, like you hear this, and they're like going to raise their weapon, and then they hit it, and they obviously understand enough common to be like confused. And that's, of course, because it's a hobgoblin leading goblins. They're just following its lead. That confuses the rest of them in like a chain reaction. Do you want to do anything else, or are you just going to stay behind Thorak?
I'll stay behind Thorak.
All right, Caitlin, you got arrowed, but the defenses of this hobgoblin are dropped in her confusion. She has a shield, but her armor isn't the best.
I am still slightly wincing in pain after the arrow. I will nevertheless sort of bring my warhammer back and just go for a massive swing at her with the old warhammer and see if I can actually hit.
We can hope. Yeah, that's a hit. Huge. Well, we'll see how huge it is. Alright. So, you feel free to describe the attack, but how I'm imagining it is you actually hit her in the shield, making her shield arm sort of crumple back into her and stagger her.
Pretty much. Just through sheer strength.
Stop. What are you doing in my chat, you weirdos?
Oh, no. What it was is he had clicked the. I'm used to. You can usually command anything when you're the DM, because he rolled 1d8 plus 4 instead of clicking the actual
you can just
button
click
that says
the button
Warhammer.
of Warhammer and it'll just roll the damage for you.
Like the actual text Warhammer.
But we haven't used this system before. This
If I do the sorry, so you've confused me, sorry, because if I click Warhammer, I get
if you click Warhammer in
roll.
chat.
You see where it says 19
right.
Warhammer
So
plus
if
6?
I click
Yeah.
that, then okay.
But luckily you got to keep the high damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
So-
yeah. Sorry, I was just checking that I
That's
understood what
fine.
you meant.
Do you want to do anything else? There's not really much else you can do, but do you want to do anything else?
No, I will just that'll just end it
Yeah,
there.
I mean, that was a horrible hit. I mean, it's mostly making them injure themselves more, which is what you want. Thorak, go, dwarfy boy, go.
So as he rushes forward, because sorry, he's not going to play defensive here. As he rushes forward, he is going to reach out and pull out his battle axe that he has. So he's going to rush forward, shield in one hand, battle axe in the other. Let me just double check something really quickly. And yes. He's going to rush forward doing exactly that. 5, where are you? 5, 10, 15. Oh no! I don't know how to do this. Hold on. I just remembered no diagonals. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Just use the arrow
25.
keys. It's pretty easy, yeah.
No, it says go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's how it's supposed to be.
Nah.
But I can't get there.
You wouldn't be
I
able to
can't get
attack him
there.
anyway. Because
Yeah, I
diagonal.
would.
No.
Yeah, well, what? You can't attack diagonally too?
No.
I'm so confused. But he's next to me. I'm sorry, mate. Can you turn a little bit? I can't quite.
What,
hit
you
from
need
this
to get...
angle.
What I do it?
Okay.
Maybe
Okay,
you don't equip your battle axe. Maybe you do a range attack.
I don't equip the battle axe. I'm going to hang back and leave. I don't like leaving Caitlin by herself. Okay, I'm going to move up. Wait, can I cast spells diagonally?
Yes.
Spells of magic.
Spells of magic, duh. Yeah, they're not bound by the same rules as feet
I
are.
would have thought otherwise. So I'm going to move up 20 feet, and so I'm standing behind Caitlin, so I'm at least trying to give her some sort of protection. And then I'm actually going to cast Firebolt on this bastard right here.
Sure,
Since diagonal magic is okay.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
cast Firebolt, and it deals 6 points of damage. Oh, I didn't roll my attack roll. God damn it.
Yes.
I didn't add that to the macro. So what would that be? 1d20 plus 2 and 1d20 plus 3. I have to add that to the macro, that's all.
Easy enough.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Soz.
It does make a brief burst of light.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check? See if I see anything else? Okay.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Shitty perception, but
Yeah, nothing new. I mean, you can see all these goblins behind you. You're like half sure there's not more. Who knows? Who knows?
okay. And the last thing I'm going to say is, there's another in the bush. And so, because there's another one back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The Hobbo Gobbo. It's like wounded, staggers back, goes with all her might to attack Caitlin.
Oh god, here comes my terrible luck when it comes to defending rolls again.
It's true.
Maybe
fine.
it wasn't a good idea to play the tank when I have this bad habit
I
of getting
believe
hit by
in you.
everything.
We'll
You
see,
seem one of the
something will
best
happen.
tanks in the land. just channel it.
It's a horrible miss. It's a slow wounded attack. You just easily shield it. You could have stepped out the way, but it's kind of just more efficient to shield.
You could have stepped out of the way, but you'd have had to move diagonally.
Don't you guys start. You guys are on the diagonal train too, by
I
the
know,
way.
I know.
I'm just so confused.
Don't
Why
worry.
are there
Demon.
squares that look diagonal then? I don't get it.
It's all in your mind. Oh, goblobs. This guy is going to go for Forak, actually. Will he hit? Like, not likely. This guy is a tank. In fact, the sword that the goblin has hits Forak, and there's just like ting, and the goblin just like, because he hit you in like the arm.
Yeah.
It should go in. The sword should go in. Blood should come out. Goblin does not comprehend.
I'm looking at the goblin, and I say, because I think Caitlin's actually the one who can understand me, I say, you will taste good in bowl. In Dwarven.
That draws the attention of the archer Gobbo, who then attacks Forak as well, because that doesn't seem to make sense to them.
I mean, who wants to be in, right? Archer guy wanted to eat me.
But that arrow actually just ends up sailing between Caitlin and Forak, and then the last Gobbo ends up going and swinging at Caitlin.
Oh.
Yeah. Who knows what'll happen?
So
Me.
I can't attack the one that's adjacent to Caitlin right now?
No.
I'm just I'm actually not trying to be Cap.
No,
I'm
I
actually
know. You
trying
can
to
attack the one
prep.
adjacent to you. You attack, but also with flanking. If you went here, you'd both have advantage on attack rolls.
No, but I would also provoke an attack of opportunity, even trying, because if I have to be here to attack this guy,
I
be allowed
allow
to attack
attack
this
of
guy, I have to-
opportunities
Yep.
for you to move like this without evoking attack of opportunity, just because it's easier.
that's not what I meant. I meant because if I cannot attack this guy from my current position, the only way I could attack him to assist Caitlin
Is to move away from the guy on top. Yeah. Yeah.
which would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I meant afterwards. Yep.
Gotcha.
Caitlin, this guy goes to sword
also
you.
safe, though.
You manage to block the attack, being attacked from several angles.
This is exactly the conversation that me and Ollie had, Scott. I was just like, wait, so I move, and
Which is
it
funny
just
because
hit
we
me.
had that after it be using this for like years.
Yeah.
That conversation
Whatever.
took a while, halfway in the fight. Suddenly,
Yeah,
how do I
alright.
do that? How do I
Vale!
do that?
I get it now. I might need to be reminded from time to
It's,
time.
it's
but-
fine.
I
I
had a
don't
mid-fight
really
crisis.
care that much. So Vale. If you forget every now and again, I probably won't notice.
Right. Key. I will go ahead and notice where the arrows are coming from now. Gonna take my longbow.
Archer fight.
Pull it a little bit, you know, point it at the back of Forrick's head, think better of it, pull it up, off into the darkness.
Or like up and down.
Yeah, I'll take
Oh.
the shot.
Yes.
I mean, it's a longbow, it's designed for that.
Yeah. Still badass.
Still bad.
You hear
Still
a but you don't hear it yell.
I need to take down that arrow anyway. I mean,
Was that all that's declared?
I can yell
Gilwyn is hiding
nastily
away
and
from the
say
fight.
nasty swear words, but that's kind of it at this point.
Gilwyn!
I'm going to notice that Caitlin's being ganged up on a little bit, and I'm going to healing word Caitlin,
Oh!
Oh, my knight in shining armor!
Roll the healings for that.
and I'm gonna point at her and sing, "You're only human after all. Please don't die." And I'm gonna hit the final chord. Do I just click?
You just should
healing
just
word?
click it, but it will tell you what to roll if it doesn't, if you don't have a macro
Cast
in
at
it.
what level? Level 1.
Yeah, 5 healing for Caitlin.
Yeah.
The Bard's power.
Fuck yeah.
Reinvigors.
That's a lot of healing, actually.
It's
That
nice
is a
having
lot
a
of healing
bard in the
level one.
party that casts a healing spell. I just, you know, so many bards don't take that spell. It's fucking amazing.
I started with healing word at one point on one of my bard characters, and I swiftly removed it.
You
We had a
realize you
cleric
heal
who
a lot?
Yeah, we had a cleric who could cast Cure Wounds, but then
Yeah,
didn't.
but
So
what if the cleric goes down?
did.
I pretty much just solo boss all the fights in my party.
I picked
While I
this
want
as-
to dispute this,
Ahem.
is basically true.
Caitlin! Your turn.
Kaden is just going to Warhammer the Hobgoblin again.
Oh, yeah. You say again
Yeah,
like it's a bad
yes.
thing. Yeah, it's a good
What?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes!
you feel
Fuck
free to
yeah.
describe a killing blow on this Hobgoblin warrior.
Yeah, I imagine when the Hobgoblin comes in for the attack last time and sort of gets my shield, I just actually like push her weapon away with the shield, and she's making her sort of stumble towards me, and then I bring the Warhammer down while yelling, "For a radier, get out of a radier, you fiend!" And I bring the Warhammer down like on her head and like smack her so hard she actually like bounces down to the ground,
Oh,
bounces off the ground a little bit.
oh, that's gross.
Nice.
You did
I'm
the
waiting for you to give me permission to describe deaths. I come up with the most gruesome ways of killing things ever.
Feel free. Speaking of gruesome,
I'll give you the old.
yeah. Speaking of gruesome, Thorak, unless you want to do anything else, but again, there's not really much else you can do at this point at level 1, old Adventurino. So Thorak, now you're in melee.
Oh yeah. Now I draw my battle axe and I look to carve the watermelon.
Oh yeah. Oh
I believe
yeah.
this was the one that got hit by a shot before, by a vicious mockery for 3 points before. Yes.
No, that was the Hobgoblin.
Oh,
So
was it? Okay.
He's
Ready?
fresh, and you know what? He looks a little brawny for a goblin.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, he's still standing. Although you
You fucker!
you cleave into him, he was like confident, like yeah, and dwarf, and you're like it's like there's no confidence left, but he's still standing.
Gotcha. So yeah, carved into him.
Yeah.
Good amount.
Oh yeah, and they're not really wearing real armor, so you just like chest hole. You're welcome. Goblins.
Don't waste my juice.
Oh, what?
you overhear that and you're like, oh, whoa. So he immediately attacks back. And just is like, goes for a shank. Goblins know how to shank. It's actually bred into them. And it's like the blade actually crumples in like
there's
Thorak's
a
chest.
Thorak
And
blade.
Caitlin, after killing the hobgoblin, gets a clear view of this sword. Okay, it's a goblin sword. It's probably not the best make, but it just crumples against Thorak.
She would just like just sort of like nod at Thorak. Impressive.
So it hits me. I don't even look at the thing. It's just an annoyance. I'm just getting ready to finish this thing off because it literally will be my dinner.
And you go to, you say like impressive, and then probably effortlessly block the goblin behind you. Vale.
Without even looking, just get the shield behind me. And
Vale, do some elfie bullshit.
Oh
wait, there's an archer.
I see it.
Ollie knew that. He just wanted to cut me mid-sentence.
I actually forgot because my camera's a lot smaller than the stream one. I actually couldn't see it like an idiot. Yep, don't worry, it doesn't hit. Alright, go Vale.
I'm gonna go ahead and free action to drop my bow, bonus action to drop my dagger. Move around behind this goblin. 1, 2,
You have
3,
advantage
4,
on your
5.
attacks.
You know, it's always a free action to drop an item. It's only an action to pick it up.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and shank him right in the kidneys. So let's go ahead and have
Right
a
in the
crack.
good parts.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh
and I
my
have to-
god!
Oh!
With a fucking dagger?
This guy
How
had
the
not
fuck did you do
done
that?
anything yet, and you go behind.
he's got +5 dex.
Feel free to describe this kill
my
gruesomely
God.
or very efficiently.
So Vale's just gonna like fairly quietly, you know, he's an elf, he's not wearing heavy armor, just sprint up behind this guy, and then arm goes round him, knife goes in, knife goes in, knife goes in. Oh, he's stopping to move.
He
a
stopped
bit more.
moving.
And he drops.
You carefully let him down.
And then the goblin's gonna fall down. Oh, he's not tall enough, so you don't get a sudden reveal of Vale's grinning face.
Weirdo. Alright.
Helps us attack from behind.
Ha! Gilwyn, speaking of behind.
I think I'm going to be brave.
Oh my god! A first!
Ooh, what? A first and perhaps a last.
Is that a goblin above Thorak?
Yes.
I'm going to. Oop, no, that's my torch.
That's your torch.
Hold on.
Everyone has this issue. We have a barbarian with a lantern who often just moves the lantern instead. I'm like, no, you need to move yourself too.
I'm going to jokingly say "Avast me hearty" and sort of nod at
Okay.
at Vale a little bit, like, see, we've got in jokes now. We're friends, and stab the goblin with my rapier.
Bard
Hopefully.
weapon. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, you don't stick him and wait a minute.
Right in his foot.
You don't stick him and kill him. But you definitely.
Yeah, how was that? Oh no,
How
you
is that
you don't
possible?
have. Yeah,
If
yeah.
he's got a +3 dex mod, how is a 3 damage possible? It can't roll a 0.
You might have the damage setting wrong.
He did
Oh,
roll
okay.
a 0. You rolled a 0.
0 plus.
Yeah.
Let me go
You
into
need
your weapons and see what you've done wrong.
You need to just add in the 1d8 in the damage section. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah, you haven't written it down. There we go. Free to re-roll the damage bit.
damage.
I think if you just click the rapier section again, it might roll damage again. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a kill.
Yeah.
However you want. Go ahead. Make my day.
So he's facing Thorak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stab him directly, like, perpendicular to his nipple, all the way
Yeah.
through to the other nipple, and just like grab the hilt of the rapier and just push through. So both of his nipples, like, as he falls to the ground.
What the fuck?
We don't
Oh,
kink shame.
motherfuckers.
We don't king shame, but also what the? This is like a bit of a.
It was just the noise, the twang. And he's dead.
Is this the party of gruesome kills? We just describe kills in the most gruesome way possible. every time.
Yes. Also, they're goblins.
just-
They have to die.
If I get the opportunity to describe the death, I'm not just going to say I stab him in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Caitlin. You know there's one left. You've seen arrows fly from the trees. Whether you can see them or not is a good question.
I can sort of see something. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm. I can just about see him on the edge of my vision.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sort of again bang my shield and yell at him. All of your companions are dead. You join them soon if you do not flee.
All right.
How do you charge attack somebody that's diagonally away from you?
Don't worry about it. Forak, your turn.
Little known fact: charge attacks are also a form of magic.
Well, yeah. I can't charge attack them. Okay, so I guess I can't move because I'm too confused to. It's just baffling me. I'm just gonna cast Flame Bolt instead because it makes more sense. So I'm gonna cast. So here's I guess another question. If I'm casting Flame Bolt, and I'm going like this, is that actually 30 feet?
No, yeah. The
like...
ranges for like things that are flying through the air is as the crow flies.
Okay. So I'm going to make my
It's just the
attack with Firebolt. Oh shit! And Caitlin's in front of me.
Yeah.
I know.
I would have moved up. I would have moved up next to you, but I was too confused by the movement, so I couldn't.
Oh
That's
dear.
so much damage as well.
No, you don't take the full damage. It's the spell bristles past you, Caitlin. You feel like you're like, oh, he's casting a spell. You saw him cast a spell. It's sort of afterwards that you realise that it actually the wisp of fire did hit you. You do take 3 fire damage.
I now know how everyone feels in a party with Arvine.
Yeah, your fire sorcerer does this. This is what you do in the other game.
Yeah.
So it hit her for how much?
3.
3 damage.
Okay, I am immediately. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get there. I'm immediately gonna run to her to check out and make sure she's okay. So I guess this is 1, 2, 3. Our corpse
just use the arrow key. It's fine.
Our corpse is considered rough terrain.
No.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the
So
corpse, I guess.
immediately I'll like run. So after I shoot the bolt and it like misses and it glazes, like brushes off of her and hits her for a bit, I can clearly see that she's a tough woman, but this is magic. So I run over, run this way, and then turn 90 degrees and start running up this way. And I'm like, it's the quickest way to get to you. And so I'm like, Caitlin. I'm like, Caitlin, are you okay? Are you okay?
He's spoken deep speech for a second.
I like barely even turn around. I sort of just nod and say, "Don't worry, I barely felt it."
I get the cold shoulder there.
Like genuinely, like a sigh of relief when she says that. I mean, I'm sure she's just lying to a degree to make me feel better, but genuine sigh of relief.
Aw.
Okay, that's my turn. I get no bonus actions at this level.
Oh, I know. I was actually taking my turn. I was going to interrupt you, but I wasn't quick enough.
I'm super quick. Ask the ladies.
Caitlin,
Give me the names
an
and
arrow sails dangerously close to you. But it seems that this goblin used all his luck already. Vale.
Okay. Oh no, my bow drawing is gone. I think it was it here.
That was a bow drawing?
Hey, dude.
I thought you just accidentally scribbled on the map. I deleted it because I thought that was just like.
It was one of these two.
I think
it was there.
like
I
there,
genuinely didn't know it was meant to be.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Ah!
5, 6. There we are. Pick up my bow. Is that an action? Bonus action?
Bonus action, yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
So, do it. Can't remember.
That's my little dagger. Underneath me, I've drawn a line. And then I can go ahead and take a shot. And I keep turning around for my dice, which is why every time I go for an attack, I go. and then look back straight away.
No dice here.
I know. 11.
Also, no hits apparently. With a +7. Vale isn't as lucky as some of your other characters are, mate.
This guy's taking it easy. You know,
Speaking of lucky,
he's got nothing to prove.
Gilwyn.
Yeah. Hang on. Are nipples considered... Are discarded nipples considered rough terrain?
No, but feel free to keep them in your inventory if you wish.
No! No!
Is that an action to pick them up?
No, that's a free action.
Yes, it's 3 turns. You should define them and like drop them several times.
No, he's catching in midair.
I've done this before.
In his teeth, he's like,
You made it weird, Scott.
It was already weird.
Yeah, it probably was already weird. How are you doing for health, Caitlin?
I am okay. I've got more than half my health left.
Okay. I was going to healing word, but I think I can see a goblin there.
Let me look.
Is that
on
right?
your vision.
There is a goblin, yeah, like there. I can
Yeah, you can very
see
barely see this guy. You'd have disadvantages on anything you do that isn't magic that automatically
You
hits.
have the torch, so you can move up and see him properly.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll move up first. To there?
Yeah, you can see him now.
And I'm going to cast Thunderwave at first level.
Would that hit?
Isn't Thunderwave centered on you?
Yes.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like you stomp and it's like. Whoosh.
Okay, strike that. I guess I will just hold to see if he comes towards me. I'll
Sure.
hold Thunderwave to see if he comes towards me.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. Caitlin, you flying off? What are you doing?
I'm trying to learn how to measure better. That's all. Don't mind me. Ignore me.
You're supposed to learn that in your teenage
use a
years.
ruler.
That's
Okay.
how I learned.
So
Moving so laggy.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I am swinging my warhammer at the goblin.
Eesh.
Will you actually miss this time?
Drat.
Yeah. I know. Horrifying shame.
That's some DM frustration leaking through there, it sounds like.
Just kill
I'm
the
fine. I'm fine if you guys want to have trouble with one archer goblin. Thorak.
Why are you struggling to move? Oh, I
You're in
can't
a
move up
tree.
because of.
You're in a tree.
So can I not move up?
No. You could go around the tree. That's fine. Just move
I can
yourself
go up-
with your mouse.
Right
Yeah.
there? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just making sure. All right, so I'm going to move there. I'll figure out the thing in a bit. So let's go 25 feet. Boom, boom, boom. 25 feet, and I'm going to attack him with my battle axe as well. With
Yeah.
my axe.
Your axe.
Wow!
Hey.
You're
Does
right.
anybody ever watch me? Does anybody ever watch me PC in any other game? Because, like, I roll a lot of natty ones. Don't be around me when I'm, like, swinging something.
You were running fast, and you're a dwarf. Running fast
Just
doesn't
saying,
come naturally.
critical
Of you.
failure rules don't like me.
And in a forest, I mean, dwarves aren't designed to be fighting in forests. It's when you get there and you're like raising your battle axe and you stumble. A little upturned root sort of caught under your boot. And you don't even really wear boots. But yeah, caught under your leg, you stumble, fall prone. Sorry, mate.
Little root.
Little root.
Now attacks against me have advantage. But
Oh,
luckily
yes.
he's using a bow, so not so much.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't drop it.
And he's a goblin, so he's gonna disengage. Fucking sprint. And then take a shaky bow shot. He actually assumes the person that fell over is dead or not getting back up because he's a goblin. So shoots at Caitlin. I don't want to keep attacking Caitlin, but it's just the way the grass grows. And that arrow, that's one that you shield and block. Vale, I'm fairly sure that he's just scurried away from your vision. You saw them sort of chase after them, and
Yeah, I can't actually see it.
with the undergrowth and the roots and things, it's not a graceful run at this point. It's like a sort of kind of thing, trying to not trip. You saw them go off that way. So it's your turn. What are you going to do?
I don't think it's my turn.
It's Vale's turn.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm quite far away.
Far lad. You're the one
Uh,
who wanted to play an archer.
hey, I wanted
It's
to
fine
play
in the
an archer during
daytime.
The day.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
I still can't see you.
He's actually on the other side of the tree to you.
Oh, is he?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm back! I need
Oh,
someone to insult.
I mean, I can't see him.
Well, I can
You
see
run
it
up
on
and just like,
stream.
ugh.
I can't see him. I guess I could sprint, so I guess that's what I'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I see you.
I see him.
Mad Max just sort of. Alright, I'm
Right,
fairly
yep.
sure after that it is Gilchwin.
I will just move up to. Hang on, 5, 2. All of my movement. I think I can see him now. It's
Yeah.
a little strip.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
eyesight's not the best.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Very
I
dark.
can't see him. I'm not in range of him still, am I?
Oh, you haven't brought your torch.
You
Need your
should.
torch,
Oh,
right?
yeah, if you move
Oh,
your
shit.
torch, you'll be able to see him perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
everyone can.
I can't really.
Vicious mockery.
Take him down, Gallagher.
Cantrips you can do as often as you want, remember? So you can just vicious mockery. For Rebs.
Yeah, he might die from your mockery.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. I
no
forgot it
reason
does
not
damage.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot it does damage. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll yell, you lily-livered fucking cunt.
Whoa!
Ollie's stream is no longer
Like,
family-friendly.
cancel,
There it
cancel!
was.
No,
There it was.
we got a tag, we're fine, we can say rude words.
Oh,
Like
sorry.
bunghole.
Whoa, Ollie, that's pretty rude
Whoa!
there.
Whoa.
It did 1 damage, is that right?
Yeah, but the person failed, so still did do 1 damage. It's like they're running, it's like they were doing that arrow, and you can see them with the arrows, like you see that. And it's usually, you've done this spell a lot of times, it's usually a look of confusion or fear or disgust. It's kind of that mixture of on a goblin face. Caitlin.
Is charging after Goblin. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't.
Go round that tree. You can run past it, that's fine. Just
So does that? If I
no,
go round,
you can just
does
do that. It's just Roll20 doesn't
Okay.
let you because vision.
Okay, I will catch up and I'm gonna take a swing with the old warhammer.
Is this one of
see
the ones
if-
you're
see
like
if I
building
can-
up as you run and you're like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
come on."
actually, actually, I'm not sure. I don't think I won't have it set up. But Warhammer technically has versatile,
Mhm.
so I would actually drop my shield on the way and go to.
Sure, we can just roll a d10 for damage if you hit instead.
Yeah.
You can make another Warhammer that's versatile for like 2-handed.
Yeah, I'll make
later on in
I'll make
future.
the
That's what
other Warhammer.
I've done. For characters. It's
Oh,
a
sorry.
glancing hit, but it is a kill. Feel free to describe however you do
Nice.
I would like probably this is going to be a bit of a pathetic kill in comparison to the other one because I like drop my shield when I'm running, take up the 2 hands for the Warhammer. I'm reasonably graceful for a human, but I'm still a human, so I'm not hugely graceful. And I go to swing like a bit off balance and like catch it across like in the chest. It's sort of a glancing blow, but just the strength that Caitlin has like knocks it to the
Yeah,
side.
it's almost like you winded it to
Yeah.
death. Almost.
Winded it, except with crushed ribs.
With crushed ribs, yeah. Exactly. And that's that. You've slain the forest goblins that smelt something. Well, I'm not going to say they smelt something tasty. They smelt something interesting. And heard some noise. And with that, we're going to take a break that we probably should have taken a little while ago.
Oh, listen, I'm upset. I didn't get to kill any of the goblins, which means I don't get to eat any of them.
Maybe
If
you can
want- if
ask for
I
theirs.
can cook them. I could cook them for you guys if you want, but I didn't earn it. I just almost killed Caitlin twice.
I mean, while that's true, I mean, Vale killed one, and he actually views eating goblin as punishment, so you can have his one. You know, it's tough meat. It's not nice.
It's not about the
clearly
flavor, it's
you don't know
about
how
the
to stew.
power.
You don't know how to stew goblin.
I don't have time to stew a goblin.
All right,
It's not
with
worth the
that,
time and effort.
we're going
Get
on
like
break.
A brace of
We're
them.
going.
You
We're
don't
going
have
on
time
break.
to. You like
Bye.
years. Are you fucking kidding me? I just live like 6,000.